Matt, if you can open up this session, just talking about in general, when your team comes to a test like this, what are you guys looking for and what's kind of the game plan for the afternoon?
I'm glad that we tested during the night. I mean, we start at 3, but then we go to the hours when we actually race. Because when we do race here, we always practice during the day, so it's such a hard balance to try to find in the truck. We practice during the day and then race at night. And this racetrack changes more than any racetrack that we go to. So I'm very happy about this. I know our team owner, he might not be happy because we don't just get to drive down the road 30 minutes. We got to drive 500 miles to come down here. But I love coming to Charlotte. It's a great racetrack, and the lanes usually widen out. We get to move around quite a bit. I wish it was a day race like it was last year, every year over here. I love the day races.
In general, testing, obviously you're building up for the North Carolina Education Lottery 200, but beyond that, since this is your only test, are you trying to replicate things you can find at other tracks, or are you focused solely on this race?
We're working on our mile-and-a-half program. At the end of the day, we have probably 3 or 4 different setups and things to try, and we know what our package was that we went here with last year. We know we ran pretty good on a mile-and-a-half, and juniors, you guys back in the shop, and we're working on a lot of things, a lot of different ideas, and we'll try those, and hopefully if we find something that has a little more speed, and it'll run that fast for a little bit longer than the old setup.
Awesome. We're going to go ahead and open up for media questions. Please raise your hand. We have a couple wireless mics. Please wait for the mic and start with your name and affiliation. We'll start here with Kenny Bruce.
Kenny Bruce with NASCAR.com. Matt, you mentioned this a little bit, but I think last year coming to this point in the season, you go to Kansas and you have a second place finish, and then you win back-to-back at Dover and Charlotte. Do you feel like you guys are in that position this year, or do you feel like you guys still have some work to get to that point?
I definitely feel like we're in that position. I mean, we were very strong in Atlanta. Christopher Bell was definitely a little bit better than us there, but we feel like we knew where we went wrong there, and we didn't have the speed that we needed to have there. But Junior and I felt that we know where we were wrong in Atlanta. So our mile-and-a-half program has been one of our very strong programs. So I feel very confident coming into Charlotte and Dover. And then, like I said, last year we ran so good at Kansas and Charlotte and then Dover, and then we went to Texas and had a great run there as well. And then came back and the shop burned down, and then it all went downhill from there.
Matt, Jacob Seelman Performance Motorsports Network. I've got a couple for you, and you just started talking about kind of where things went downhill with the shop fire last year. But you know, Duke and Rhonda, you know, this whole team is about resiliency. And even going back to the couple of championships, you know, that seemed to be kind of the hallmarker. How evident, and you know, what's it been like coming back from this and just seeing how everybody banded together to keep making the best out of that situation?
It was truly incredible just to see what everybody did in the race shop. From every one of the guys that's used to having 100,000 square foot, just beautiful facility to work in, to literally working in a Kroger parking lot that had been shut down, and then working in a lot of different shops throughout Sandusky. I think we were in 5 different shops, 4 different locations. They weren't like a shop that was across the parking lot. They were literally 5-10 miles apart from each other. So we'd get something done over here, and then when we were done with that, we'd have to load it in the trailer and get it. So it really, really put a damper on our season last year. And then to dig ourselves out of that hole and then go to Homestead and have a shot at winning the championship, and literally on the last run lose the deal. Because throughout the whole thing, I mean, I had led throughout the championship drivers, I led the whole thing up to that point, and I thought we were no way going to beat us. Then we came in, we put that last set of tires on, and it wasn't even close to what we had had all night. And to come up short, that was the worst thing that could have possibly happened, just because, I mean, I wanted that championship as much as I wanted the first championship, just for the sake of Duke and Rhonda and what every one of those guys at ThorSport worked through out the year, and the environments and stuff that they had to go through.
You've been with them now for so long in your truck career. To have that long of a continuous relationship and what you've built with them, I mean, you know, talk a little bit about how much they've meant, not just to your career, but to you as a driver Crafton as well, because, they've given so much back to this sport.
Oh yeah, Duke and Rhonda, it's just incredible. First time I ever came to meet Duke was the end of 2000. I was getting ready to win the Southwest Tour Championship, and he told me then, he goes, it's a small operation, we're going to run it like a business and make it better and better each and every year. And he's been a man of his word, and I've seen so many people come and go in this business and tell you what you want to hear and then stab you in the back when you're turning around. But their commitment to everybody on this race team, to me, is just unbelievable what they've done for the Truck Series as a whole.
Woody came with him on that. At Atlanta, you were among the forefront of the guys calling for him to not repave that track, and I know that had to put a big smile on your face when they said they were going to hold it off. But can you kind of compare that surface to here and then Kansas, where you're going next, in terms of how those tracks are aging and wearing in?
If you just, like me and Junior were talking about, just look at Richmond last week. That was just unbelievable, awesome race. I mean, they were from the 4 wide, in a short track to just old asphalt. And to see what they were going to repave Atlanta, and we know what it does, and it takes a while for the asphalt to get older and wear out. And asphalt's came so far nowadays. Michigan, for example, they repaved it, I don't know, 5 years ago, and it still races like it's new asphalt. It's really hard for the groove to widen out. This place hasn't been that long since it's been repaved, but the asphalt they used, we could still move around. It's not such a one-groove racetrack. So I know I was kicking and screaming for it, and Kansas is definitely getting better. It's getting some age, and as you've seen, we've been able to move up the racetrack a little bit more and more in the same way here.
Matt, Adam Fennell with Speed Sport Magazine. We've seen you a lot on the dirt tracks here in the last month or so, running your dirt modified. Has that helped keep the rust off during the break of the NASCAR truck schedule? And how often are you going to be in the modified the rest of the year?
I just run all the weekends. I try to run all the weekends that I had weekends off. I've had so much fun doing it, and just get to hang out with my dad, and it's just something to do. Just be behind the steering wheel, and everything that you do in that dirt car, you definitely don't do out here, because it's honestly, it's funny to me for the first 5 laps, because I'm so terrible, and I'm never really good in it, but for the first 5 laps, you're really bad, because you got all the asphalt experience stuff. But I have a blast in it.
We have time for 2 more in the back, and then we'll wrap up here with Stan.
Dennis Punch with Fast Track. Still early in the season, and as a veteran who's raced under different formats, what do you think about the stage racing and the format to determine a champion this year?
I love the stage racing. It's been awesome, just the racing that it's promoted in the Cup Series and the Truck Series. That Cup Series, I think it's helped it that much more because the races are so long. The Truck Series has been great, and I think me and Johnny were one of them. We weren't real happy at Martinsville whenever they brought out the yellow when somebody spun with 7 to go, and then they left the pits open, and a few of them behind us came down pit road, and we had to stay out there and get our stage points, and then we didn't get to go back green. We just rode around, and I felt they should have closed pit road, but that's part of the rules. It's something that they're working through to get that a little bit better, but I love it so far.
Matt, Stan Creekmore with Outside the Box. Every track, even though you run really good there, when you test, you have something that you're trying to resolve, some issue somewhere, shape, or form. What do you hope to resolve here at Charlotte tonight?
I don't know about resolving anything. We're just trying to get better at what we do. I mean, that's why we come with different setups and all the different things that we're going to try. And we don't have anything, okay, we're going to resolve this problem. Well, if we're having failures here, we're going to try to resolve something. But we're just trying to make ourselves better and come here, when we come back here in the middle of May, and just that much better than we were today.
All right, Matt, thanks a lot for your time today.